This is Meriel to her countrymen on prophecy.
Friends, it is much more common to come from a present or historical tradition of prophecy than to not. Most cultures have a present or past practice of trying to predict the future, or as the Greek word prophetia put it, a history of trying to use the gift of interpreting the will of the gods. Although common, prophecy can be a difficult topic to discuss. Worldwide, prophecy is sometimes enmeshed in violent conflict. In this episode, I will provide some tools for living in a world with prophetic traditions. I'll address time, prediction, accuracy, and interpretation. So far as we can tell, the arrow of time only goes one way, and we call it forward. Physicists have been working fairly hard on this question and keep getting the same answer. Time does run slower when measured closer to something very massive, but it still runs forward. GPS systems have to account for these variations of time's pace in order to function at different distances from the Earth's surface, or in center, but whatever the pace, the future hasn't happened yet. There might be some exceptions to this directionality in the quantum scale, but at the scale of events where we live, where we eat food and talk to each other, time only goes forward. The fact that the future hasn't happened makes any perfect prediction impossible. Too many processes, such as economics, emotions, weather, and art, are too complex to predict perfectly. Something new can easily happen that the prediction didn't expect. Time's direction doesn't mean we can't make predictions at all. We do this a lot and with considerable success. Analysis means breaking a dynamic down into its parts in order to describe and perhaps predict its behavior. Practitioners of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics do this often. Intuition means describing and perhaps predicting a dynamic without breaking it down into its parts. Intuition tends to show up suddenly and completely. Practitioners of STEM do this often too. People everywhere, in every discipline, use various forms of analysis and intuition, usually in combination. We live with the capabilities and limitations of our predictive systems every day, from the weather forecast to our gut feelings about upcoming events. Our predictive methods do work quite a lot of the time, and sometimes they miss. What about ancient prophecy? The field of study isn't settled, but many psychologists think that prophecy is intuition. Plus, prophecy likely combines intuition and analysis skill sets. Some religious practitioners suggest that true prophecy only worked thousands of years ago. That can also be true. Intuition and analysis might have functioned differently prior to widespread literacy, rapid communication, rapid travel, globalized trade, telescopes, and microscopes. These facets about ancient prophecy can be true together. Now, how to interpret prophecy. Prophecy nearly certainly works similarly to how language and thought work. Metaphorically. It should be interpreted metaphorically. A second interpretation checkpoint also seems wise. Is a prophecy fraud? Since most human endeavors contain some scammers, it seems likely that some prophesizing was or is a purely false claim. Especially considering the ongoing popularity of prophecy, I encourage anyone to consider this as a possibility, just for safety. Many of us humans live with ancient traditions of prophecy. All of us live with modern applications of analysis and intuition. As well as we can tell, time goes in one direction. We can make skilled guesses about that upcoming future. Thought, language, and prophecy work metaphorically. I hope this short reflection on prophecy helps people live skillful, compassionate lives with all of our tools of description and prediction. Thank you.
Nature sounds and photographs sourced from the Creative Commons and public domain. Please refer to show notes or meriel.systems/tohercountrymen for attributions. Finally, please like, share, and subscribe to support the series. Thank you.